Hey, Brian, what's up?
Hey, John, how are you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm absolutely fantastic. Just loving life right now.
Very good, very good. What's up?
Okay, so my question is that, well, I'm going to preface it with I am a single father of 2 kids.
Okay.
And
Where's their mom?
for the last 2, still in their lives. We're separated 2.5 years.
Okay.
And last September, I started seeing someone, and it was my daughter's best friend's mom.
You know what? Because why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? And it's John, it's amazing. It's wonderful. I love this girl to absolute pieces. And
I've never heard that before. I've never heard the first person someone dates after a divorce. Oh, they're amazing. All right, so I'm going to trust you, though, Brian, that she's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
So many words to describe her. I just love her.
Ugh.
But
Ugh,
yeah, I know it's a disgusting ooey gooey love, and it's
Joe,
amazing.
the engineer, just threw up in his mouth a little bit. All right, so you're head over your heels for the mother of your 6-year-old or 4-year-old's daughters?
She's 8.
8-year-old daughters. Okay,
So
your 8-year-old daughters.
my 8-year-old daughter and her 8-year-old daughter are best friends.
Oh, man.
And I want to incorporate the kids eventually, but I'm absolutely terrified because I saw, like, my divorce, it was very amicable. It was like there was no yelling, there was no screaming. It was very, like, as far as divorces go, it was very smooth. And
It was smooth for y'all, too. It was not smooth for those girls.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I saw the pain that they went through and are still going through. And I am absolutely terrified to put them into a position where they could be hurt again.
Okay.
Because of me.
Yeah.
And
is mom dating?
no, she is not.
Okay. So most kids carry a fantasy with them.
Yes.
An unspoken story that at one point mom and dad will get back together.
Yes, and that's been circulating throughout the years.
Correct. And it's going to continue circulating. And so what I would say is a desire to not hurt your girls is well and good and right, and that ship has sailed out of the harbor.
Yeah.
So there's not really a way for you to move through your life in a way that they are not going to be affected by it.
Yeah.
What you don't want them to find out is dad also is a liar. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so there's some simple, y'all been together a year now, you think?
No, getting close to.
Okay. Really my rule of thumb is there has to be some pretty significant, I see a future here.
Absolutely.
For there to be any sort of connectivity. And I think in a weird way, and I'm just thinking out loud here, in a weird way, you almost have like a pass. And not a pass, but this is a little bit unique because you can invite your daughter's friend over and mom can stay.
Exactly. And that is kind of what we have been doing over the past month or two, is just having play dates under the guise, like, getting together all together, going to the pool, or, having, dinner, or, what have you.
But 8-year-olds are incredibly observant.
Oh, I know. It's scary.
Yeah. Has she already called you out on it or no?
Not quite, but she has definitely made comments of, oh, when are you going to go see her next? Mm-hmm. And kind of almost like she knows there's an undertone that something's going on. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, okay, things are coming to a head. I'm going to have to deal with this. You
have to slow that down. You've got to slow that down. the more you feel like things are coming to a head and there's this inevitable collision, the more you're going to rush to do a thing.
Yeah.
You're in control of the car. Okay.
Yeah. Our biggest fear is that one day, the kids will have gone to bed and we'll be sitting on the patio or whatnot, and then all of a sudden they'll just find us and like, what are you doing here? And we're like, okay, because we want to be able to control when it happens. And so,
yeah, but
it's me that's really nervous about this. My girlfriend is very like, oh yeah, let's go for it. Like, this is like, I'm all in.
Where's her the father of her child?
Involved.
Okay.
So it's our schedules line up week on, week off.
Okay.
And so we see each other for a week, and then we don't see each other for a week.
I think that's pretty wise for a season, man. I can't wrap my head around the rush.
Yeah.
What's your rush?
And then
What's her rush?
It's almost like I want to fast forward to the good part.
You can't do that.
I know.
You blew those little girls' worlds to smithereens, man.
I know.
And so there's it feels like you want to get this over with so that you can then make the girls okay again.
Yeah.
And that's unfair to them, because at some point you need them to be okay so that you can go be okay.
Yeah.
And they can't carry that weight for you.
Right.
So I guess it feels very sophomoric. It feels very like high school. Like, well, let's just start holding hands. We're going to show the world that we're dating now. Right? Like, let's go public with this thing. And it's like, dude, these are my baby girls.
Exactly.
And they still go see their mom. Does their mom, your ex, does she know you're dating?
Yes.
And what is her?
Yeah, they know each other.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
she's given full blessing on it.
Okay. That might be the in a roundabout way, and this is rare in this world where you've got multiple adults dealing, like you're not two children fighting over your children, right?
Yeah.
It might be that you both address that together.
Right.
But know that an 8-year-old and especially a 6-year-old is not going to cognitively understand what you're talking about.
Yes, and that has been my pushback.
You can't explain this, right? It's just going to have to be something that's lived through. And they're going to have to look at their mommy, their bio mom, and she's going to have to smile and say, yeah, daddy's going to meet new friends and mommy's going to meet new friends someday.
Yeah. And I think we've passed that point already, that we've kind of, gotten past the point of, and no, mom and dad are not getting back together. And
yeah, you can say that all day long. You can say that all day long. They could be 16 when you finally get remarried. And they'll be underwater for a season.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. I don't like, kids can feel when dad or mom are sneaking around. They feel that too. Right? So you're kind of in a catch-22. And again, I'm always going to default to what is the age-appropriate way I can tell my kids hard things. And so I think it's always fair to say, I love your mommy and I want the best for her. We've decided to not be married anymore. And she might get married to another man someday. And I might get married to another lady someday. And you don't have to have the next person come in and be like, this is who I might be marrying, right? There can be this is daddy's new friend. And she's becoming a little bit more of a special friend.
Right.
And with your 8-year-old, especially, you can say, if you see us holding hands, you better say ooh as loud as possible. Right? And see, here's what we're doing when we give our kids permission. We're giving them a little tiny sliver of ownership into their world unspooling a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
if you see us on the couch, you go, ew, right? And give them something to do with that. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. That terror that is, oh, this is over, over, over. And you and
Yeah.
I, again, we experience this stuff intellectually. We're old. Kids experience this in their nervous system.
Mm.
And so giving them some sort of, right, is good. It's healthy. It's right. But if y'all do this thing for a year, that's usually my rule, 9 months a year. But also, I don't know, if you think, oh, this person's the one, she's the whatever, friends and partridge in a pear tree, and I could see us getting married, her moving in, and all that kind of stuff, and we're gonna blend these families, and her husband's cool, and my wife is cool, and all that. Then I think it's just finding what the age appropriate ways we can do this, and understanding there's gonna be tears shed. And there's going to be doors slammed. There's going to be frustrated kids. And we're going to bring them gently along through this process.
Yeah.
But never, ever, 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 as her dad, make it to where I need my girls to be okay so that I can be okay, or I can justify my next move, because that's not fair to them.
No.
You got to be okay with what you're doing next. And you got to be able to create a sturdy platform for these kids to maneuver on. And that might mean waiting a few more months. That might mean tonight saying, hey, you know how me and your mom talked about one day we might get remarried? I'll always be your mommy and he'll always be your daddy, but we might get remarried. I might get married to a new husband and dad may get married to a new wife. We're not getting married, but this is my special friend. Or whatever. And slowly, slowly enter into that. And if you see us holding hands, ew, everybody, let's practice it. And everybody's laughing. You hold your girlfriend's hand. The kids go, ew, right? All that. And also hold some space for 8-year-olds' friendships come and go like water through a screen. So who knows if they're still going to be friends 2 months from now, right? They may become sisters someday, but go slow. Go slow. I don't know if I helped you very much, man. I kind of feel like I talked in circles on that, so I apologize. But probably wouldn't use the words, I'm dating your friend's mom. I would probably say Miss So-and-so is becoming one of Dad's special friends. And you may see us holding hands. You may even see me kiss her on the cheek and, oh! And let's baby step it that way. Thanks for the call, brother.